Wow, Miss Angela, I love your t-shirt.
Try pride. Hey Kipsters, so today we did our second lesson in division, and we focused today on drawing array models and area models in order to solve our division problems. I'm going to work with you on this problem in your homework. It's number 3, and it's asking us to solve for 27 divided by 2. So I know 27 is my total. It's the number that I'm splitting up into equal groups. And 2 is the number of groups that I'm going to split 27 into. So when I'm drawing my area model, I always start with 2 dots. Well, I'm starting with 2 dots this time to represent my 2 groups. And now I'm going to continue to split up 27 until I have all of my pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now what I noticed is that I was able to put an extra one in this first group, but I didn't have another one to equally share with my second group. And so I'm not going to include this when I circle my groups. I'm going to circle my groups like this and like this. And then I'm going to count how many are in my group to figure out my answer. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But then remember, I have 1 left over. So I have 13, remainder 1.
Miss Angela, what was the answer to a division problem called again?
Oh, that's that tricky word called a quotient.
Ah, a quotient. Got it.
It's a hard word to remember.
It is. Quotient. Quotient.
All right, so that was my array. Now let's talk about my area model. I'm going to start by drawing the area I'm going to use. So I'll draw a rectangle. And I always start my area model by putting the number of groups on one side. So I know there are 2 groups in this problem, so I'm going to put a 2 here. Then on the other side, I put how many equal parts are in each group. And so I know that that was 13, because there's 13 in this group and 13 in this group. I know if I have 2 times 13, I get 26. Another way to figure that out is to just count the total that were in my 2 groups. I would have found 26 that way too. But then I also have this 1 left over, so I'm going to add a tiny little box on the side and write 1 to show that there is an additional 1 to make my area of 27.